Santos with perhaps an extra advantage, despite the fact that both are familiar with the Apex setting. Santos has lived here in Las Vegas. A recent Panoply is out. Myron Santos is your Ultimate Fighter winner in show-stopping fashion.
Unbelievable timing on that right hand. Fantastic power, sits him down. A clean right hand as he steps away. Follows it up and gets the job done in style.
Unbelievable. I mean, this kid's, he's a special striker.
Yep.
He's really going to be a fun addition to the UFC roster. So calm under pressure and a sniper.
He's just so fluid, so calm, so loose, fast, powerful, diverse. Right before that happened, I was like, am I crazy? Or does this guy remind me a little bit of Anderson Silva? You know, just with the fluidity of the movement that he has and the speed and how calm he is. Well done to that man, unlucky to Khan Offley.
Let's take a look here. Look, misses that one. And here, look at this left hook. Oh my God, snaps his head completely to the side. And then these are just all extra credit. The ref was trying to get his way in there, and just a beautiful knockout. Look at that left hook on the button. Let's take a listen to this. Unbelievable.
Back up and now!
Volkan needs to keep his pace.
He's got to stand up, he's got to protect himself. Got to get the hands up.
Volkan needs to take his time. Find one more shot. He shouldn't throw a whole bunch of shots.
Well, that's all. He's done. He found it. Ozdemir stretches Johnny Wagner. Cold. Volkan Ozdemir once again with the knockout power.
No time for your judges tonight. Volkan Ozdemir moving on up at 205.
And Johnny Walker is still unconscious as we're speaking right now.
Bad.
It was bad. It was the follow-up. He was already done.
He was down and the referee didn't jump in quick enough, so then he hit him again.
Yeah.
All right, let us now take a look at tonight's blazing knockout moment brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Blazing is correct. Volkan Ozdemir, known for the power, already had him rocked at this point. A little feint to the heads. His left hook sits him down. Walker fighting with everything he has, gets back to the feet. Wait for it here. Let's take a look. Slips. Left hook. Wobbles him. Advances. Done. Left hook again. Right hook.
He's done.
Sits him down.
He's done.
Boom!
Yep,
Look at that.
He's
the
done.
uppercut.
He was already done, though.
The uppercut to an almost unconscious opponent.
It's that follow-up shot that gets you, man.
Let's
you can't
have a
take
look.
the extra one, right?
Look, he's done. Bang!
Oh, yeah, he's done. That put him out bad.
And the thing is, for a Volkan Ozdemir,
on the day of the fight, by the time I was done, I immediately called. Oh! And I said, he is good. And look at that.
Talbot, that'll do it. 9-0. Peyton Talbot, lighting him up in Vegas, the real deal.
That kid is as legit as they get. He might have broke his ankle right there, but he's
I mean, look at this. Little jab. Watch the right hand right down the middle. Boom. That's it. That's it. I mean, J.A. did it perfect, too. Jab, put that right on his chin. Drops Gamori. Hey, look, Gamori was mad at the way it worked out in the first fight. He ain't got nothing to worry about this time. This dude right here, Talbot, is the real deal. He put it, look at this, man. He's a guy with 9 fights. He is knocking people out in the UFC in 18 seconds. You know what, though? That you could have actually stopped it on the walk-off. What? I mean, that was tremendous. Fight her, D.
I mean, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Look at it. They shouldn't have let him stand up.
No. Put him sitting.
My goodness.
It is Poaton's world in the UFC in 20.
Here it is.
I mean, switch kick.
Bam. Yup. He hurt his toe on Yuri's head.
Stop the fight.
Right.
It's over, man.
Right.
He's not defending himself. Switch kick. They didn't even catch him clean.
Well,
Caught him with his foot.
He broke his toe, I think. Look, he's adjusting his toe now. His toe's really jacked up. He's standing over there, walking on his toe and adjusting it.
Oh.
He might have hurt himself. I mean, that's crazy.
What a head kick.
I mean, this guy is just something special.
You know what's crazy? He's finishing Yuri Prohaska, who finishes everybody else.
Yeah, and he's finishing them easy. Like, Yuri didn't even threaten him in that fight. There was no moment in that fight where he had him rocked. In the first fight, he had his moments, but Alex adjusted. And Yuri still had to deal with that power. That power is just something out of this world. It's so different than anybody else's. All the little nuances, the mistakes that you can make, you can get hit a little bit and roll with it. You can't do any of that with that guy.
No, you cannot make any mistakes. Stop the fight, man. Woo! You just lost for words.
But this is, like, I'm so used to it. Look at me, I'm not even screaming. I'm almost like I'm expecting that when that guy fights.
When you couple that with the technical ability that he has, and then the nastiness. You know, in round one when he got on top, those 3 right hands, they were nasty. And listen, I'm not saying Fabola's not nasty, we're just talking about the potential future of Faraz Ziam.
Oh!
Lands it, and Matt Fabola is unconscious. He is not moving still. Wow!
A jaw-dropping moment here in Paris.
Let's take a look here. Frames it, sees him there. Look at this, the knee right to the jaw. You can hear it in the arena, even over the crowd. He falls down, and that is that.
Faraz Ziam over here trying to get Mick Maynard's attention, giving him the money sign.
Listen to this now, because it was disgusting.
Speechless. Fighter ready?
And what a stare from Alonzo Menafield. This fight clock is brought to you by eBay Motors. Carlos Olberg is in the black. Menafield blitzing forward into blow. Olberg finds the and throws Alonzo Menafield. The winning streak is 6 for the newly ranked contender, Carlos Olberg.
That's why you can't just rush at your opponent recklessly. He did clip him, but Carlos Olberg is not a man to trifle with. Jumps over the octagon, celebrating with Dana White right now.
He just punched his tickets into the rankings with that. That was absolutely sensational to take out a guy as dangerous as Alonzo Menafield in that fashion.
Well, Alonzo Menafield was ranked number 11. You got to think he takes that spot on Monday morning, and I'm telling you, keep an eye on Carlos Olberg. This man has future champion written all over him.
He flew across the world from Auckland, New Zealand to fight for 12 seconds before he knocked out Alonzo Menafield.
12.
Let's take a look at this flurry here. I mean, I said Alonzo had to close the distance intelligently, but he came in recklessly. And again, the hooks of Carlos Ulberg, that left hook did it again, ladies and gentlemen. He is able to generate so much power with that thing, and he can put anybody out with that left hand. One more look at it. Alonzo just comes charging in. Ulberg peels off, finds the angle. And there it is. That left hook of Carlos Ulberg is the death touch.
Snapped it off beautifully there.
He was going to stumble and crumble him.
Oh my goodness, that power.
Wow.
He's still down. He's still out cold.
Wow.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
goodness.
A
The
shocking
power of
result
Topuria.
in Anaheim to many. Ilya Topuria not surprised, and the 27-year-old Spaniard is on top of the mixed martial arts world. How about it?
Oh my goodness.
Knockout power, and that rules
Let's
the
see
day.
it again. There it is. Right on the chin. Out cold. One shot.
Blitz forward with a 4-punch combination. Nothing really connected, but this right hook now. Boom.
Out cold.
One shot.
One shot.
That's what did it.
Unbelievable.
One shot.
And he's still down. I mean, he's sitting up right now, but unbelievable power
Miss.
by Topuria.
Glance, miss. Boom.
That one, out cold. You see his body immediately collapse. Out cold. Wow.
Right hand on the button. Jason Herzog quick to stop the fight. Volkanovski asking Joe Lopez what was the shot that felled him tonight. Ilya Parisian in green.
He's so low.
One and done. Robles to Spain has arrived.
I mean, he gets guys to exchange with him, and he's so long, and he's so effective. Look at this style. It's total taekwondo, but look,
He falls down.
slipped.
He's running back.
And look, he hit him with a right hand moving back.
Oh,
Look at that.
goodness.
The power that this guy has,
Oh,
and the
my goodness.
torque.
Oh my goodness. He's backing up running because he throws a kick, falls. He isn't even on balance. He's still
Look at
punching.
this. I mean, he's completely off balance, and he
Oh,
clips
he
him with
found
that
the
right hand
chin.
and hurt
He
him
hit him
bad.
right on the chin.
So dangerous.
That's crazy.
We're going to re-rack the whole fight for you.
I heard Josh's coach say that's all he's looking for. If I had that as a weapon, it would be all I was looking for too, John.
I think Pratas is even aiming for that knee.
Oh my God, piston like left.
Oh, look at him.
Standing back. Buckles him with a body shot. They haven't called it.
That's it.
And now it is the nightmare. Carlos Pratas may be just that for the rest of the welterweights. And he's got something to say to Bilal Muhammad, octagon side.
He saw that opening in the moment. He saw it coming, said something about it, and did it. Oh my goodness.
Our first big moment of the night goes to Carlos Pratas, who's now riding a 9-fight win streak. 14 of his 19 victories by knockouts.
Unbelievable work from Carlos Pratas here. The knee right to the liver side of Charles Radke. He sees it, steps in. I mean, that is right on the liver button. And ladies and gentlemen, that is an off switch. You don't need a follow-up after that one. He knew immediately, he knew before it landed that that was there, took advantage of the opening.
And then had something to say for the welterweight title challenger. Turns it around. The middle. Dominic Reyes. Hammering his way as Jacoby returns to his feet.
Oh, he's out on his feet.
Reyes empty in the tank. Welcome back. The Devastator. Dominic Reyes.
2
The heat got turned up quickly, just as it looked like Jacoby was finding his rhythm. Reyes responded, and it's a feeling he hasn't felt since 2019. It is a career-defining moment tonight in Louisville, Kentucky for Dominic Reyes.
Oh, man.
He said it. He said, I'm not back, I'm better. That's a scary proposition right there.
Yeah, this is exactly what Dominic Reyes needed. The pressure was getting applied, and he countered beautifully. You saw him check the chin there of Jacoby, and then that knee, and he was pretty much out on his feet. Look at the pressure here, but he stays calm, lands that big left hand, kind of like he did against Weidman when he was getting pressured, and then he just applies the pressure. It was really that left hand, and then this knee right up the middle puts Jacoby down. He somehow gets back to his feet, but you can see he's standing, but he's not there.
Oh, and Murgliata stepping in. Jacoby protested the stoppage. I think when he watches it back, he won't, as he fell forward. Dominic.
Early clinch situation now.
2 punches landed in there.
Yeah.
One by Aspinall, one by Blades. Blades landed a nice left hook there. Aspinall landed a right hand.
Kind of looked like Tom was going to go for the takedown. Maybe just to prove a point.
Kurt. Yep. Tom can't be reckless, and Curtis can't give him big reactions.
Yeah, that's
Curtis
a nice combination.
Curtis connected there, but the right hand
sits him down. Blades nearly down and out early. That's it. It's over. Tom Aspinall retains the throne.
Unbelievable. The power is different. The finishing instincts are just different. Wow.
You know, I was thinking the first entry by Aspinall might have been a bit reckless, but I think he just knew that if he can touch Blades, he can put him out.
No man alive.
Feel the fun.
He's a problem for any man on planet Earth, including Curtis Blades, of course. Just misses with the right hand there, but the left sat him down, follows up. Curtis trying to get back to his knees, and from here, Tom just swarms him right hand after right hand, throws in a few lefts. Those shots were just too much. Mark Goddard steps in, boom! Look at that. Connects with a jab. That's what dropped it. The right hand pretty much missed. Off balance, solid jab. And then from there, it's the finishing instincts. And it's also the speed that he can pounce on his prey. And then the speed that he can deliver the shots. Just one after the other. Curtis is protesting, though.
Yeah, Blades with an immediate protest, but that was not a good visual. Hard to argue with Mark Goddard's stoppage there.
Look at this. Holloway just told him, stand right here.
Oh, big connection late. That'll do it with 1 second to go. Gaethje face first on the canvas. Max Holloway wins the BMF title.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
An absolute stunner at UFC 300.
Oh my
1
God.
second to go.
Wow!
Oh my goodness. And
Jeez.
called for it. Called
said,
for him to
"Let's fight."
stand and trade.
We have seen him do this on multiple occasions where he's winning the fight. Say, let's just fight.
That's a warrior.
That's
a
crazy.
real warrior. My God, in a fight he's winning.
Yep.
In a round that he's winning. He could have easily been 4 rounds up.
BMF.
My God.
That's a BMF.
That's a BMF. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see that again. Look, forces it, points at the ground, and they just decide to wing it. And then Max catches him right here. There it is.
Oh!
Just slapped him.
My goodness. Clean as can be. And the accumulation of damage was too much for Gaethje to take. Holy smoke.
And this was a fight where everybody thought that Max was going to be outgunned.
He was not outgunned.
Oh my
All
God.
night long.
Look at this right hand that ends it. Right here.
Wow.
And what a result. What a result. Unbelievable.
And on the
With
biggest
1
night of the
second.
year.
Look at the clock. 3. I mean, these guys are winging. 2. Boom!
A second before the gun, Mark Goddard waved it off. Complete astonishment inside T-Mobile Arena. The baddest mother effer in the toughest sport in the world is Max Blessed Holloway. And he might have opened up possibilities for undisputed title fights in 2 divisions.
Man, elbow to the body. Oh, these are nasty. I mean, the power this kid has.
Oh! That'll do it! John Lawrence Silva with the walk-off KO, the first to knock out Jourdain.
Wow.
Uppercut.
That is impressive.
He landed that uppercut earlier,
off.
but he did it after just getting his foot back down to the ground.
And he knew it was coming. I mean, he walked right off the moment he landed it. Very, very impressive. And to do that with
Silva.
Look at this nasty elbow to the body. I mean, these are just ruthless to the body, and you very rarely see anyone generate that kind of power from there. And there, right from there, the uppercut, and just stands. And Mark Goddard had seen enough. His eyes rolled back. The way the head bounces, see, he grabs the back of his head. That's when you know a fighter's not in control of himself. When he falls back unconscious and bounces his head off the canvas like that, that's not a good sign, and that is probably exactly why Mark Goddard stopped it.
Yeah, that was a crazy knockout there by Silva. I mean, the fact that he was able to land that.
Johnson.
Yes, he's trying to get Ige to explode in down the line. That's why you're not seeing him commit super hard.
Oh!
That's the line.
Dan Ige sends another message.
Wow.
That's what he wanted to do.
One punch knockout.
Holy cow.
And one on the ground for good measure. Could earn him another $50K, as his nickname indicates.
He said, look, I don't throw that hard in practice.
Yes.
And this is the difference. That's what happens when you try to hurt your opponent versus when you take care of your training partners. That's the difference right there.
This is the chip on his shoulder.
Yep.
He didn't want to have to do that to a guy that he really likes and respects, but said it's all business and I got to turn it on tonight.
But that's one of those things, right? In practice, you pull that.
Yep.
You see that, you pull it. You don't throw it as hard as you can. In a fight with a 4-ounce glove, you let it fly.
Who lands first is the question.
Look at
Philly's
this.
trying to pull him back.
Boom.
He timed the jab and went right over the top. That's bread and butter. Ige right there. Wait for the jab, come over the top with the right hand. He was begging for that jab. Here it is right here, lazy jab. Boom! I mean, he just timed that perfectly, knowing when it was coming. And that's the power of Ige right there.
Well, he said he would put any relationship and respect aside on fight night. He certainly did that, and I think he's wearing some emotion right now because he... Man, that was up.
Sticking him with the jab.
Yep.
Stopping him from closing.
Oh my goodness!
That's as clean as it gets.
Walk-off KO. That is sensational. Anti-back wishes it was as clean as that.
Wow.
Wow.
Clean. Clean is the right word there. I mean, unbelievable. Just right on the money and didn't even need a follow-up. And I think that's the right call, don't you, Michael?
Yeah, 100%. And start to finish, listen, Yago's had some moments, but all in all, Ignacio Bahamondes showing the world what he's capable of, what he can do. And let's have a look at it. So, beautiful spinning back kick.
Now a look at tonight's Freaky Fast finish brought to you by Jimmy John's. Michael.
Yeah, beautiful spinning back kick. Put some pressure on him here. Yago's defense, but look, boom!
Oh, my God.
Flush to the mush, shin on shin, down he goes. And fair play to Ignacio Bahamondes. No follow-ups.
Beautiful. I mean, just right upside the head. And again, you see Yagos. I mean, endured a lot of good shots up to that point.
Oh, he's got that target going now, has Perez.
Oh,
he's out!
Got the job done.
Wow. Was unbelievable.
That's all he needed. This is what Perez was talking about. I'm close to a title shot, and that's how you get close to it. You knock out a contender that's in the top 5.
Alex Perez cracked the code, and he knocks out Mateus Nicolau. He seized the opportunity for this fight. He grabbed it with both hands.
Perez looked so sharp tonight. His game plan, his fundamentals, his hands were up. The way he went to the body early and then set up the knockout in the second round. Everything was a game plan. You could see it.
Great to see
Nicolau up and on the stool. You see what it means to the Perez corner.
Let's see here, he packs him up against the fence, and then that keeps him from being able to move and lean, and that right overhand just connects. So many knockouts happen up against the fence because you can't move and lean. Look at this, another overhand, boom, on the button. The second you get
right
pinned,
hook.
The second you get pinned against that fence, it creates openings. Let's see, boom, right hook from the southpaw. It switches from an overhand to a right hook when you switch stance, and that's what makes it so sneaky.
DC like that one.
That was crazy, man.
Mad Max Saga, only in theaters May 24th.
Oh my goodness, there's the combo.
In combination for Kyle.
That's it, that's it.
How about it? 13 in a row for the budding Brazilian star, Kyle, the natural Bohalho.
We said he needed to step in. All right, let's take a look. This is some of the shots from Bohalho that hurt him earlier. There's that straight left, which was really successful for Bohalho. He had really good striking throughout the fight. Here's that knee. My goodness, credit to Paul Craig. Somehow ate that one and got back up to his feet eventually, but it was the beginning of the end. There's another left, and that one right behind the ear, staggering Paul Craig. And then these big shots. There's the one that just cripples him, puts him down. And thank God the ref, Mark Goddard, was able to step in there and stop this one. One more look. There it is. Puts him down. Biggest win of Kyle Bohalho's career by far.
Sure. Well, and as some of our fans may recall,
That's got to be his 9th or 10th captain right there.
Yeah, Kiran starting to feel them.
I was just told it was the 9th.
It was the 9th. Can't even count to 10, Laura. Pathetic.
I'm very tired, Michael.
It is late.
Very tired.
Center of the octagon. Two battle-tested warriors. Song Conan, Salihov, both have given us some marvelous moments. Nobody is! Not much better than that! What a knockout for Muslim Salihov!
He did it again!
I mean, as you said, John, it does not get much better than that.
40 years old, Michael.
Oh, clean, precise, powerful.
The king of Kung Fu does it again. Beautiful work.
Wow.
Well, we've seen some masterful technicians in the octagon tonight.
Let's take a look at this. I mean, this is textbook. Spinning wheel kick, the heel right to the jaw. There is no coming back from a shot like that. And this man has done it time and time again. So let's take another look at this. Lets it fly. Absolutely gorgeous. When you look up a wheel kick in the dictionary of martial arts, there is Muslim Salihov's face, and there is that kick right there.
Oh, yeah. I think it deserved a bigger reaction, truth be
I threw
told.
my pen. I know.
I think the jaw was on its own. I mean, what a moment.
You cannot fall for the nice guy act because he will take your head off.
under 3 minutes now to decide.
Oh, his head got rocked on that. He shook his head no, but he felt the impact of that even through his arms. That was a big shot.
Oh! New Mansa takes the judges right out of it. Whoa!
That was it.
Joaquin Buckley.
Throw it, not just sitting there.
Power he puts in this.
Coiling himself, just coiled.
Boom!
That looks like old Mike Tyson, right? When Mike would be dipping, rolling and just lunging into those shots.
I mean, he literally threw his whole body with all his explosive force into that right hand.
Watch that right before he throws the right hand. Watch this little action he does. Bring it back one more time, boys. He's going forward, and he's moving his head side to side. And right before he throws the right hand, his level changes again, and then he just jumps into that right hand. Beautiful job by Joaquin Buckley.
Starts with Diego Lopez fight. We'll see if Yusuf has recovered.
Yusuf's in big trouble here. Mounted.
That's 2 right uppercuts by Lopez.
Sadiq trying to sneak out the back.
That is it! You gotta be kidding me! Diego Lopez does it again!
This kid is the real deal.
He really is the real deal.
Wow. And he just asked Dana White permission before jumping the fence. Mark Zuckerberg alongside. A star continues to be born tonight.
Wow.
This is what we were talking about leading into this fight, that this kid is something special. He is a real assassin inside the octagon.
He throws a left hook. Oh, it's the right uppercut and tight. Drops Sadiq Yusuf. He goes and jumps on him, tries to finish him. Sadiq survives. He gets him up. Body shot, right uppercut again. That drops Yusuf. I mean, this dude has some pop in his hands. And as Joe alluded to on the walk, even in a loss, you saw that there was something there with this kid. And now he seems to be coming into his own. What a massive UFC with such a low record. He's an amateur.
6-0.
Yeah.
Oh! One for luck. Lights out. Randy Brown.
Wow.
What a knockout.
He wanted a finish. He got the finish. Rude Boy Brown just put him out with that 1-1-2. That was gorgeous.
I mean, he was double jab right hand and he was shifting the whole time. His weight just shifted off to the side. Bang. Right hand lands, just drops Salikov. No follow-up shot needed.
I think that's what he saw. I think that's what he was telling his coaches he see.
I'm going to ask him.
Let's take a look at this beautiful knockout. The jab as Randy floats off to the left to set that right hand up. That is textbook 1-1-2, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly placed right hand right across the chin of Salikov. And that is all that she wrote. Well, one for the road. But look at that. I mean,
very nice.
The way that he was able to drift off to the left to open up that right hand, that's a striking coach's dream right there.
Straight into the deep end against Yalton Almeida. And up against the undefeated Vitor Petrino. Of course, Tyson Pedro as well. Oh! This is a wild spin.
Biggest punch of the fight, and that will do it. One and done for the last Ottoman. Goes into deep waters in his UFC debut and gets revenge against the only man to hand him defeat.
Just when we said he's loading up with every single shot, that's what got the job done. A thunderous overhand right, wobbled him, sat him down. Gary Copeland had seen enough, and I think it was the right call.
I do too, Michael. I do too. In hindsight, when you look at this right hand, right on the temple, and you look at the legs and the equilibrium of Turkalj, it's gone. He was going to be a sitting duck for a few big shots following up, and you can see he's still kind of getting his wits about him. I think it's a good call as well, and unfortunately for Turkalj, he went a little too wild in that third round, really trying to get the job done, and opened himself up for a massive right hand right off the temple, taking those legs completely out. Yeah, look at where those hands are. Those are going to be some nasty follow-up shots from Ibo Aslan. Second, third round knockout,
right.
But still perfect in his finishing streak of 13.
Stop. Continue.
Please, get out of here.
Big early knockdown for Peloton.
Oh, my goodness.
And Alex Peloton Pineda maintains the throne.
My goodness. My goodness. My goodness.
This guy right here.
My goodness.
Wow.
What a killer.
He just gave him no pause. I'm okay.
So he caught her in the nuts. Herb says stop. He's like, no, get out of here.
And he just goes. It's a straight right? Oh, no, it's a left hook again.
Boom, boom.
It must be jarring, the power that he hits you with.
Look at that.
Oh,
His
look at the eyes
roll
roll back. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, He broke Francis Ngannou's record by a significant amount in the power cube punch. He had 190,000 in the power cube punch.
Well, and he's not even throwing full throttle. It's location, it's technique. This dude, man,
John,
I'm running out of superlatives.
John, he's knocking people out when he's not even hitting them clean. That one, he hits Jamal, right? Can we run that back one more time, guys? He hits Jamal. Sure, it lands, right? But it's not like his whole fist is making contact.
Right.
That right hand that Max Holloway landed made contact.
Ontem no equipamento eu esqueci de falar do óculos.
The first round knockout, Terrence McKinney, certainly no stranger to that. McKinney's in white, Rebovic's in blue. McKinney opens up with a combination.
McKinney is just excitement personified, massive power, great wrestling, and the man takes risks. Look at the knees.
McKinney trying to split that guard with the jab as he did in the early seconds. There's a 1-2, but Rebovic's is answering.
That's unbelievable. And that's what Terrence McKinney does. He either knocks them out or gets knocked out. Let's look at this. Right hand, kick, shin on shin. Down he goes, takes a seat against the fence. Unbelievable. Look at that.
High kick for Esteban. Rebovic's, let's listen. Shades of Kevin Lee on Gregor Gillespie as he literally sat him down against the fence here in St. Louis.
Absolutely disgusting. Get ready for this. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Rebovic's came over, said, "My time," to the broadcast booth. It is certainly his moment. He has set the bar high for the rest of the night in St. Louis. We will hear from El Gringo when we come back.
But he's in there now tonight with a guy that's been to the top of the sport. There it is.
Huge connection by Whitaker, follows it up with a jab now.
Head kick, sits him down for a second.
Oh! An uppercut from Whitaker, and that'll do it. How about the Reaper? Robert Whitaker with a monumental statement in Riyadh.
Unbelievable. Robert Whitaker does it again, and does it in style.
Wow.
Just like that, Alascarov's 7-fight winning streak is a thing of the past, and Whitaker is on the short list now at 85.
Hey, John, we talked about it's 2 months to Perth. Robert Whitaker comes out of here pretty clean. Maybe that dude turns around as a backup. He said he'd be down. Now, it seems like that's a real possibility.
Robert Whitaker perfecting his craft. What a highlight tonight, Michael.
Oh, without question, Robert Whittaker at his devastating finest. I mean, the man's an absolute monster. Let's take a look at this. Steps in, jab, right hand, perfect. Wobbles Alaskarov. He's trying to recover that. The leg kick comes over the top, drops him, and it's the uppercut. The same uppercut that Hamzat Chimaev landed on him, but that was perfect.
But Mike,
that was signature. Robert Whittaker.
But even watching Robert Whittaker there, right? Instead of rushing with his hands, he tries to throw a head kick. Then he takes his time, he engages him, right? Trying to finish him, he goes head kick. Okay, I got him hurt. Let me not just start throwing hands. He throws the head kick. That's one of his best combinations. Boom. Okay, I don't get him. Now watch him. Okay, I'm going to measure him. Okay, I think I see uppercut.
Yeah.
Bang. That's experience. That's a guy that has fought at the top of the sport for a really, really long time.
And you saw, sorry, Mike.
No, you're good. I was going to say, look at that in slow motion. What a shot.
And there was a momentary pause from Whittaker because it looked like maybe there would be a walk-off, a strike or two for good measure. Robert Whittaker. Man, has he distanced himself now.
Kukoc style, the reason his hands are low is he's looking for that uppercut and he's looking for that right hand, and you can't tell if it's coming over the top or coming up the middle. And so he's taking a chance with his hands down, but it also hides his See? He
and hammers away to victory.
Can't see where his
Bogdan Guskov.
Beautiful.